Alright, so this happens to be a Singer heavy duty 4423, but this applies to all top load rotary hook drop-in bobbin machines, everywhere, and this is a problem for top load machines. When people say make sure that you turn the machine forward, the direction of sewing only, the reason people say that is because when your bobbin case spins, especially the plastic ones, they catch on the hook, and if you turn forward the direction the machine is supposed to go, they're designed to go that way, and it's less likely to catch. And when you turn the machine backwards, there's a chance that it's going to catch on that hook. Or some machines, especially machines that use the cover of the needle plate here to hold the bobbin case in, if you turn the machine backwards, because the case is loose in here, then the case can back up and jam. This machine has a spun case, and someone has cranked on it pretty hard with that spun case, and they've scratched the edge here and banged the bottom side up. But this machine is an Amazon purchase, and it's in on warranty, so we'll take a closer look at it. But the important thing is, one of the big reasons forward only, especially on modern machines, is because that bobbin case gets a little bit out of alignment. You turn it backwards, push on it, it gets stuck, and it starts to scratch this plastic case, and then you'll need to make a replacement eventually, or immediately, to clean and polish bobbin cases. Bobbin cases that are lightly scratched. This one's not bad, but it's got some gouges on the underside here, and then this spot along the edge. You can use wet or dry sandpaper, 400, 800 grit. You can use a good sharp file. I have Scotch-Brite puffs and a Dremel to smooth all that, because any of those scratches and bits are places that the thread is going to catch on this bobbin case when it's going around in this loop. And if it snags just a little bit trying to make the loop, then it won't finish the loop, and you'll end up with bunching and bad stitching. Alright, having polished this, see there's some scratches that I removed there on this section here, and then that needle strike and around the edge there. So this is all smooth. It should work better now, and then we'll have to adjust that bobbin area. But all the rotary hooks, every plastic bobbin case, that's important stuff to check. Make sure you're going the right way around, and that you have a nice smooth bobbin case. Done this before, I'll do it again. For this Amazon warranty Singer heavy duty. These get unnecessary hate, I believe. And I just grabbed a needle out of a new package, and apparently this package got mistreated because that needle was real bent. So even new packages, that was out of a cardboard, one of these, and it turns out you can bend those and damage needles in the package. So I've seen these come new out of the box with bad hook timing, so I'm going to check that because it's a warranty repair. And I want to do this on zigzag because then I can do both sides. Yep, alright. And we've seen on other videos how to take care of that, so the other measurement on these that, or adjustment on these that I've found to be bad out of the box is this hook clearance, which it looks like this one is pretty tight, so we'll have to go back and change that. But right now we're going to get our bobbin case in because that is the shot I am set for here. So this case is all polished up, and we've got the two holders on a heavy duty, and honestly, as convenient as it is to pop the top off here and lift the bobbin case out, I am partial to the design on the heavy duty because I like that you can test stitch with it, or you can test operation without the case or without the cover in place. So for service, I think the heavy duty is actually pretty well designed as a top loader. Anyhow, first set is this bumper here, and we want room on the side here for thread to pass through, but this needs to be high enough to make sure that it stops the bobbin case from rotating, because this bumper is the main bumper that prevents the case from rotating. So as you see the machine turning the correct direction, it's always pushing against that, so it pulls the loop around, and then as the hook drops it, it pops the case back for the thread to pass in this gap and around here, and then the case pops forward and hits this bumper again. So this bumper needs to be up, not tight against the side of the case, because you can adjust it for no gap in here. You have to have a gap to let the thread through. But if you don't have this adjusted high enough, you can also pull this piece back down far enough where this bumper on the bobbin case won't hit enough of this bracket. The bracket won't hold this bumper back, and then you'll spin your bobbin case a lot because there won't be enough area, you know, there's not enough here to prevent it from spinning. So and I've seen machines come from the factory where this was set a little bit too far down, and it let the case spin pretty easily. And then this other finger just keeps the machine, or keeps the bobbin case from popping back too far when the loop goes under it. So again, we just want a little gap here for the thread to go around. And now that case moves a little bit, but as I mentioned, I like the heavy duties because the case is secure now, and I can plug the machine in and run it to watch the feed dogs and the other action of the machine when I'm testing it. So, and I can also watch and see if the case is jumping around too much, because if there's scratches or a bad spot on the hook, then the case will jump around an awful lot. But it's running nice and smooth now by hand here. If it was, if there's something else wrong and the case was going to jump really badly, rotating it by hand would be enough to see this jittering around. So, yeah, out of the factory, this adjustment and that adjustment can be off sometimes. The needle bar height, this one will have to do the hook clearance. These machines aren't bad for the price, but they certainly are not secretly more than the $200 or $300 sewing machine that you paid for. They are definitely better than a lot of other options for $200 or $300. And for service, I like them because you can get them adjusted and get them put back together. A lot of other machines just are not designed to be fixed in the way that these and the Janome heavy duty line are as well are designed to be fixed.